Hey folks, we're still talking about hip popping. Today we're going to talk about some don'ts that have to do with ballet class specifically, and some things you do in the class and outside of the class. One of the first ones I'm going to say, and don't laugh when you see it because you know that some of you do it, you don't have to walk turned out. It's actually not helpful for you to do that. If you naturally happen to turn out, that's fine, but walking trying to increase your turnout like this is going to do nothing to make you feel better. So don't force your turnout when you're walking. Natural turnout is fine. Some of you have more than others, and that's okay. And now I know some of you are going to not like me for this one, but it is very true. There is no benefit to stretching into an oversplit. If you have popping hips, you are making them worse every time that you do that. So you can stretch in your regular splits, you can bend forwards, you can bend backwards, but you're not doing yourself any favors by coaching yourself into an oversplit. You can have a very nice professional clear career with a split, with maybe a little bit of extension, but you don't need to be in an oversplit. So it's something that you really need to consider. Another thing to think about is, as dancers, we all get used to that being in a straddle and how great it is, and we sit around and we watch and we sit on our laptops like this. This is just overstretching your hips more than you're already overstretching them in class. You don't need to be here. So you can sit normal like a human being. You will survive, I promise. So get your feet on the floor when you want to sit. When you're sitting in the studio, you can sit with your feet like this. You don't actually want to stretch when you're waiting because stretching is going to decrease your muscle firing for about an hour. So you want to stretch when you're done dancing, not in the middle and not before class. So that's a whole other issue. And last but not least, there's nothing good that comes out of a frog stretch except for a lot of hip pain. It isn't good for the hip sockets. It doesn't feel good doing it. Don't do it, please. Thank you very much, and we'll talk about things not to do at home that have nothing to do with ballet, believe it or not, but they'll help your popping hips.